What's going on, collective? Y'all already know. Peace, love, oneness, divine vitality on all energy grids. So, divine update. Wanted to y'all see, picked crystal quartz. Yeah, raw. And in all sizes for earrings, charms, rings, all vibrations. Like I said, I make my own rings. They're very custom. And then to flex with this, anybody that know celestite, you got to be real gentle with it. And bloodstone, like I said, and waist beads, and certain oils. We have money oils, we have healing oils, and it's deep when we're talking about zodiacs and planets. So we have those type of essential oils as well, if beautiful souls want to realm with them. And we have things for the chakras. So for that, we'll be doing a shop and a divine update with that. And once we do that, we'll put the link in there. Though for the certain readings, energy grid readings, natal chart calculations, you can hit me up by email at ancientuniversalprophetz with a Z at gmail.com. Okay. So with that being said, divine gratitude and clarity that the collective is doing divine and with pure intentions at our divinest frequencies. Baby, let's get it. So with that being said, yeah, at our purest frequencies, stand in our authenticity, our joy in the now is more powerful than ever. In the now, in our moments, and literally listening to spirit, listening to self, knowing when it's time to shift, knowing when it's time to move around, not sitting and accepting certain things. We aren't to accept certain things. We are here to go against the grain, baby. So that's deep. Somebody really needed to hear that. We are here to go against the grain. We have to teach ourselves to live outside of a box that we was taught to live in. And that is with pure intentions and makes you a lethal divine weapon. And as we keep evolving, the knowledge and the knowing, the knowledge, keep bearing fruit, keep feeding your mind at its highest frequencies. That's deep too when we're talking about specific knowledge and fruit. We know it. Come on, Earth Angels, prophets. When it looks like BS, it smells like BS. 9 times out of 10, it's BS. Though, so many levels of consciousness. So that's divine when you see another beautiful soul at a specific level of consciousness. It allows you to see how source is coming through this vessel. With that being said, like I said, at your purest frequencies, baby, it allows you to see all and to love it. Now let's talk about that part. And to love it, you see it for what it is. Whether it be a low vibration, hate, lust, gossip, see it for what it is. You seeing it for what it is and accepting it and knowing that you don't want it around you, setting boundaries, cutting cords is divine. So with that being said, let's get into it. Ancestors, supreme creator of all, of divine lights, divine purest frequencies coming through, divine protection over the collective, divine clarity, divine discernment. Ashe. Let's get into it. Get lesser. Messages for the collective. Let's that out. Messages for the collective. Okay. Anybody that know me, I don't do reversals. Though, with it coming out in reverse, we will talk about the duality aspect, the light and dark aspect of this card. So with that being said, let's get into it. Dr. John. Rocking to the beat of your own drum. And what I'm getting to this. Authenticity. Rocking to the beat of your own drum. And by rocking to the beat of your own drum, you tap into more authenticity. And the thing about our authenticity is there's a specific level of purity in it. As you're in a flowing state, listening and being you. So it allows it to be a frequency of purity. And as you sustain that frequency of purity, it expands and creates more and more. And that being creative allows it to ignite divine authenticity. Somebody wind it back if they need to. We get it. We definitely get it. Okay, let's get it. Dr. John is a New Orleans personage who is traveling the starry roads to the position of Loa. He was a practitioner and sacred drummer of high renown in the city during the early 1800s. His aspect is that of a fierce, free African whose face was said to be tattooed with red and blue lines in the form of snakes. His virtues are those of a traditionalist, dedicated to the maintenance of the strict African forms within voodoo and those vibratory laws that govern the rhythms used to call the Loa. The spirit of the first Dr. John resides close to Congo Square in the St. Louis Cemetery, number 1, New Orleans. Dr. John still plays his drum in New Orleans and in the many parts of the New World alive with African rhythms. Listen, late at night, the drumming never stops. Now loud, now very, very soft. His is the power of sound. In the beginning was the sound, the word, the rhythm. This is the pulsing road the spirits travel, the baton carried by the winged god Mercury was a rod of communication, of messages. Dr. John's baton becomes a drumstick with which he drums this world in existence and creates the link with the invisibles. His ability to bring power into the voodoo rites is always harnessed, used in service to and at the word of the congregation or its leader, generally a priestess. His task was to produce bursts of energy from the drums on demand. The lines tattooed on his face helped him channel the necessary power. A primary role of the ritual drummer is provide rhythmic fuel to heat up a rite. It is an office of service to those assembled for the rite and requires great sensitivity to spoken as well as subtle injunctions. The ego that remained within him must often have chafed at this control, as his ability to raise power upon command was exercised to the point of bone weariness. There have been many Dr. Johns, which attest to the power the original doctor was able to conjure and hold. After the first doctor's death, another Dr. John was resembled the original closely, was quick to make his way into voodoo circles. The present Dr. John is a powerful musician whose music and stage presence have a strong voodoo feel. He is greatly respected for his willingness to play benefits for worthy civic causes. The aspect of this card is that of an intense drummer sitting astride his drum. One hand is raised and one is lowered in his playing, suggesting the essential unity of the worlds, as above, so below. The scene for the card is Congo Square in New Orleans. The good doctor is playing for one of the dances presided over by Marie Laveau. Congo Square was officially a sanctified location for ritualized dancing by enslaved Africans in the early 19th century and is a holy site of great spiritual energy. Attributes of powers attributed to this card include the use of rhythm to call the spiritual into the visible world. Dr. John is a great patron of ritual drummers. Ashe. So that's deep. We already have this card, so we have the lovers. You've aligned together. Already got stuff created that you've already got manifesting. Stay focused on your manifestations. As he beat that drum, you dance, goddess. You dance, priestess. Allow it to flow and them to come through and come in easily and effortlessly with your purest intentions. Divine, bright lights. Definitely getting soulmates and high vibrational twin flames. Definitely. 15:15. Okay. Y'all know it's the channeling for me when I'm pausing and the divineness in it. Because we have a standoff. Now we're going to go to the other side because I know you lying. Somebody would go to the depths to just got their sword out, want to destroy something, though. It's like the sword got them in a headlock now. Like, their ancestors is tearing them up. Don't do nothing. Sit there, lay there, look cute, soak your feet. Keep doing your self-love. Bathe in some honey. I'm talking to somebody that's real deep into it, purely, baby. Soak in that honey. Ashe. And don't mind this. And this could be a man or a woman, masculine or feminine. Don't mind it. And that's another. Let's just talk about that. You've already jumped timelines. That's another reason why I said they can't figure energy no more. You done jump timelines. You did your whole quantum leap a couple times. When you were seeing timelines is different. The grass is greener. I'm going to go too deep into all of that, though. We're going to stay on the topic at hand when we're talking about, I know you everlasting line. And going through so much about choking yourself. Now, let's reverse it back to the divine part. Ashe King, Ashe God. A soldier ready to stand. Already together, aligned and united. So with that being said, keep rocking to the beat of y'all drum. Keep flowing in your authenticity. No one can tamper with that. Nobody can touch that. Nobody. It's the fact that ones would allow low vibrational thought patterns to come in, and then what's attached to these thought patterns is confusion. And when it comes to low vibe gossip, hate, envy, and the thought patterns, what you think you playing with. So when you understand this level of consciousness, it makes you go harder with your authenticity. Go harder. Because with that being said, it goes back. And I know a lot of beautiful souls. I feel it. I know a lot of beautiful souls. Y'all getting tired of hearing this, the return to sender. But that's the deep thing. Ain't no more return to sender. Our frequencies are return to sender alone because we're divine and in our purest frequencies. Here, shedding love and light in the knowing and helping beautiful souls stay in their authenticity, grow their authenticity, be one with their authenticity. So I know you lying. And then when you think you playing with swords, then Archangel Michael, and that's deep when we're talking about the all, the Orishas. Come on now. We're talking about Mama Oya, Mother Oya, Orisha, Mother of Changes. What? Oh, what? Women got swords too. Goddesses got swords too. Priestesses got swords too. And we ain't talking about in the physical. We could talk about this in the etheric realms. This is deep when we're talking about this, guys. And when ones go to the depths of this destruction, how you think we be knowing certain things? Your ancestors is tired of it. Well, tell us, baby, they and this was their ancestors be saying, baby, just baby. And then it's to the point, don't spare them. Ancestors will come over, help us ascend, showing us the right components to use, against their child, their niece, their daughter, their grandchild, to remove this, especially if it's soul contracts that they know they were supposed to pass in this life. Too much? Too much? Well, you know what? Y'all know we keep it pure over here, and it's the divineness in talking about it, y'all. I learned that. Now, I want to talk about this reversal. Because it's the reversal that we want to dive deep in. Look it up. For the simple fact is, we want to know the vibrations on the card. And then what I love about that, looking for, thank you guys for being patient. Pure gratitude, pure gratitude. But then that's why I like making my own cards and flowing with that, because I love it too, guys. Like the authenticity. Just wanted to put that in there. Flowing in our authenticity. So let's get it. Yeah, we're going to keep that. In reverse. Rada, air, Simbi. Simbi swims beneath the surface of the magic mirror, quick as a flash of light, still as the waves that constantly wash the surface of the mirror. A steady green water snake parts the surface of the mirror's mystery. Ears in the world of the visibles are listening to the beginnings as yet unborn and endings of things as yet undone, as yet incomplete. Quick, deadly, darting snake, sure traveler through light and dark, guide to souls as yet unborn. When you reach out from the depths of the mirror with quick head and quicker tongue, secrets that have been bound fast burst, become undone. In the zombie, there are two snakes, both of which are identified with Simbi. One binds the zombie's waist, while the other has taken on a thread-like form to sew the zombie's lips together. The Simbi at the waist promises a simple release through magic. The Simbi that seals the lips shuts the zombie off from the healing power of naming. This illustrates that Simbi or magic works with both hands for good or ill. This card shows a spell worker surrounded by snakes, bursts of light emanate from his hands to join with the air. He looks out at the questioner as from a mirror. Magic is the primary attributes of Simbi. The magician is the molder of illusion. Ashe. So, that being said, we're going to take a look at this card again. It went in reverse, y'all. So y'all heard what I read. It's the magic. It's in reverse. Back to sender. Listen, Linda. Back to sender. Lips closed, can't even speak no. When you speak that much fire, that many lies. Remember, we are our own divine channel with these words and spells and frequencies and vibrations, energy we give off all day, every day. After a certain amount of moon cycles, all of it gets weighed out. Now let's talk about Mott. We're talking about justice, balance, and scales. Balance it out so you can go to the next phase, the next cycle divinely. Have you healed? Have you shifted? Have you did enough self-love for your ascension, for your metamorphosis, for your kundalini awakening, breathing in prana to your anahata? No. So some, like when we're talking about the dark practitioners, it wouldn't be in reverse. It wouldn't be in reverse. And why? That's why, Spirit, I was literally told to keep this one. Off with the head. Off with the head. Come on, priest, priestess. And this is deep when we're talking about you and your feminine, your masculine energy. Aligning within. Off with their head. They done did enough. They done did enough. They done did plenty. That karma got to go back somewhere. And with that being said, we're going to vibe with it. We definitely going to vibe with it, guys, because this is deep for the collective. Like, beautiful souls that awaken into their spirituality, into listening to their spirit. And you have monitoring spirits that will realm in these vessels, and they want to spot other spiritual, beautiful souls out to harness and harvest their energy. Now, this is deep when we talking about, it's all over other continents as well. This can go back to Africa, Nigeria, where Ifas and Babas, like certain beautiful souls, will go to the depths to bind people so they can harness their energy. Take their money, use their money to go buy the components that they need to bind them with. That's the first level of karma right there. Right there. So it's stacked up. So when you meet somebody that Source brings in front of you like an earth angel or chosen one, baby, oh, you were supposed to let go and let Source deal with it. Or psychic medium, beacon of light, come in your inbox asking for your birthday. And yeah, this is deep, guys. When we're talking about our journeys and our authenticity and flowing in oneness, our love, they know you evolving, or else they wouldn't be blowing up your inbox. Beautiful souls respect boundaries. We don't chase. We attract. So when beautiful souls are coming to us willingly wanting to know what's going on in their lives, we don't chase. No. And you don't give false information. or you don't. Once you give them a reading, you close the portal. You don't leave the portal open and harness and harvest their energy, doing magic on them. They pay for this reading for you to give them a divine message. Ones would take advantage of that and wonder why it's off with your head. Come on now, it's been plenty of time, plenty of cycles where you could, ancestors, they ancestors, other ancestors came to you before you even did they reading to say, don't do it. So yes, off with the head. And this is, when we're talking about off with the head, it could be your crown chakra. Just so much confusion. You wanted to confusion spells, blind people, like, yeah. Throat chakra just cut off. Can't even speak. You done spoke so many lies. Don't speak unless it's of love. And first is back to self. Going back in the mirror. Being able to look at yourself. And let it all go. But that's deep. Some aren't able to do that. The ego, like when we're talking about healing, childlike trauma, teenage trauma, when you're healed, it shows, especially with your subconscious, how you react throughout the day. How do you feel throughout the day? How do you respond to beautiful souls throughout the day? All this add up. So with that being said, some hadn't. That's fine. Going hermit. Hermit allows beautiful souls to heal, to feel again. We have to feel. Getting numb allows unnecessary vibrations to come within the vessel. And those diseasements can evolve into something that beautiful souls aren't here to grasp, weren't meant for the cultures or the people. So yes, that's another thing I do as well. Holistic healing, herbs, and medicines. It says it in the book of Genesis, the genes of Isis, that divine creator created all herbs and nutrients on earth to consume. So once again, I love to talk about this so beautiful souls can really understand this level of consciousness, how they will take the herbs and nutrients that we are to consume, break that down into a chemical, from that chemical into a pill-like substance with other chemicals that are destructive for the vessel. So there's like 1/3 of the healing herb, with the rest being poisonous for the vessel. They give you a new world order, though this is, and that's deep when we're talking about a spiritual war, a war within self, because it's all about us and the choices we make, especially once you ain't no going back to sleep, baby. You hit that pillow a couple times, though. Ain't no going back to sleep when you this woke. I'm talking about this card pull. This is a deep card pull. So this is to somebody that's already a practitioner, that is aligned to their soulmate or their divine twin flame, and y'all both got creations and business ventures and stuff lined up. And y'all already know, like they say, new levels, new devils. There's going to be haters. But the thing is y'all and y'all purest frequencies, they ain't going to never sit upright. It's going to always go back to sender. That's why it came out in reverse. It's going to innately always go back. It ain't meant for you. And best believe you got them ancestors ready. They stay on deck with them swords. And to show you as an example, they stand on deck with them swords. I already got one head. They want to keep playing. They want to keep playing. And this is, listen, they want to keep playing. But yeah, we ain't playing it. When we playing, baby, we doing some yoga bends. When we playing, we jogging, we walking, we feeling the love of our inner child as we pick up a leaf, whew, blow, throw it in the air, and start back running again on the trail. That's deep when we're talking about this type of stuff. Our inner child being at its purest frequencies, our teenage inner child being at its purest frequencies. You can play a little bit. Now I just heard somebody say, "You playing too much." So they hit it with the pillow. Hit it with the pillow. It's our inner child too. That innocence is a frequency alone that helps you ignite things, bend things with your purity. So yeah, it's a divine honor, guys. And that being said, keep crafting your crafts, your authenticity. Keep rocking to the that's thankful. Keep rocking to the beat of your own drum, baby. This beat is to be heard. This beat is for the all, the oneness, the purity. And it boom 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 boom. Ashe. Y'all already know. Atsi, Ashuk, Ashe, Namaste. Peace, love, oneness, divine vitality on all energy grids. Ashe.